Hey guys, Maniac here with GameAccess.net showing a new how-to for the internet. We're going to be showing you guys how to use a cool little feature of the PlayStation 3 that doesn't really have too much use to it, but it actually is a pretty cool feature and it works really well. It's called the remote play setting. And all you really need in order to get it to work is a PlayStation 3, a USB cable that comes with it, and a Sony PSP. And let me show you exactly how it works. It's pretty cool. Stick with it. Okay, in order for you to make use of the remote play, you have to basically pair up your PlayStation 3 with your Sony PSP. And here's how you can do it. In order to activate it, you can go to Settings, Remote Play Settings, and Register Device. Okay, I want to register a PSP system. The PSP will be registered to the PS3 system. Connect the PSP system using a USB cable and then select the USB connection under Settings on the PSP. Well, we've got our PSP right here, and let's connect that to a USB cable like so. There's just a little USB connection right on the top. Plug that into the front panel of the PlayStation 3. There's 2 to 4. It'll automatically go into USB mode and hit OK. It's registering the device. This will just take a second for it to register. Now, if you don't have a USB cable, the one that came with your PSP or your PlayStation 3, don't worry about it. Any generic USB compatible cable will do the trick. And now we can do it. Okay, not too many games actually make use of this feature, but all PlayStation 1 games do. So I got a PlayStation 1 game here. Let's try it out, shall we? Metal Gear Solid, made by Konami back in 1999. Okay, we're just going to load that into the PlayStation tray. I'm going to activate the... Now the disc is in there. I'm going to turn on Remote Play Settings. That's going to take a second. Yep. Alright, down here. Now all I gotta do is connect to remote play. Okay, where is it? Here it is. All I have to do is just select remote play, make sure that the Wi-Fi is turned on. Connect via private network. You don't have to have that display. Tell it you want the PlayStation 3. Cut, I screwed up. Cut. Now, if you just want to test out how it works so that you can use your PlayStation 3 remotely while you're still in your house, by default, it'll work that way. Just leave the PlayStation on and turn on the remote play feature. Once it clicks on, turn on the remote play feature on your Sony PSP. Make sure that Wi-Fi is turned on. Connect via private network because we're on a LAN here. Also make sure that your wireless hotspot is okay. Tell it you want the PlayStation 3 connected. It'll have the SSID for the PlayStation. And now, as you can see here, remote play is in progress, and I have total system control from here. Anything that's on my PlayStation 3 is now accessible from here. I have all my settings in place, all my access to all my trophies. I have access to the PlayStation Store. I have access to everything on my PlayStation 3 now on the PS3. And I can also play some of the games. In just a split second, remember how I loaded that game in there? Now I can't unfortunately show you. I'll turn down the audio just for copyright reasons. I'm going to turn off the audio entirely. I now have access to the game. And you can see me playing it from here. And I'll be able to play this from anywhere in the house. Now, if you want to be able to access your PlayStation through the internet, well, so you can access it while you're basically not home, you can also do that. You just have to enable it in the PlayStation 3 settings. You also are going to have to, you also can have it turn itself on so that you can access it remotely while the PlayStation 3 is originally turned off. But you'll also have to turn that in a different settings, and I'll show you how to do that in just a split second. If you want to have the PSP able to turn the PlayStation on and off, all you have to do is back in Remote Play Settings tell it you want Remote Start. And from there, you can also enable the Remote Start from the internet. If you do both, you will be able to access your PlayStation through your router from anywhere you want. It will be able to identify where your PlayStation is as long as your PSP is connected to an internet hotspot. You will be able to access your PlayStation 3 through it. So let's turn that on. Let's enable Remote Start via the internet. And let's also have it being able for the PlayStation to be turned on. Now, the plus side of this is that you'll be able to access your PlayStation and all the data in it from wherever you have wireless access with your PSP. The downside is that you'll have to have whatever you intend to play already inside the you'd have to have your disc already inside the PlayStation. You obviously can't put in a disc that's you can't put in a disc if you're on the other side of the country. So that's the one downside. Unless you already have a game that's compatible, already saved, downloaded off the PlayStation Network, like PS1 games that you download, or minis. Those will be compatible. And let's turn that on. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. And that's pretty much Remote Play in essence. It should be able to play all PS1 games, either disc format or ones you download through the PSN. I have not tested any games that were imported, but those should work. Minis should also work. You should be able to have access to playing minis. As for PlayStation 3 games, the only PlayStation 3 game that I'm actually aware of that supports this and you'll be able to play on your PSP is Lair. And that game is a piece of shit, apparently. So, that's kind of disappointing. Most other PlayStation 3 games will not be compatible. I don't even think that there are really any downloadable PlayStation 3 games that are compatible, at least not PlayStation exclusive games. But you will be able to do things like access the PSN store, download stuff dynamically to that, and that sort of thing. And that's always a good sign. That's always fun to do. So, that's Remote Play. It's a cool feature. I wish Sony did more with it. It's been around, it's been accessible, it's been doable since the PlayStation 3 came out. But there really are not too many tutorials about how to get it working, and that's why I decided to do this. So, it's a cool feature. I'm using it to play Metal Gear now. Alright, this is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Over and out.